Okay, here we go with the next part of the Miami Vice Monogram Daytona Spyder in 1/24th scale build. We're going to be looking at the body of the car after a few of the after all the prep work has been done just before paint. Let's point out a couple of things. Okay, as I said in the previous video, I'm actually using the re-released version of this kit, which was molded in red and just released as a Ferrari Daytona Spyder, which we know that it's not really an accurate Ferrari Daytona Spyder since it's built on the Miami Vice kit. One thing I want to point out, when you're assembling it, the instructions wait all the way up until you're done with most everything to tell you to install this lower valance on the nose. You can actually do that ahead of everything, as it doesn't interfere with any of the other processes of building the model. And when you're painting it, it's better to have it all as one piece anyway, so that you can get nice even paint on it. One thing I did notice is that when you attach this part, there is a very visible seam here, which will have to be filled with putty if you want a nice smooth transition to the lowered valance from the upper part of the body. Then we'll require some primer, then recheck your work, make sure that you don't have any of the seam visible. We've already gone over the rest of the body, sanded down all the mold lines, cleaned it up, done a little re-engraving of the door panels, the trunk lid, just to give it a little more clarity. And now it's ready for prime and then paint. Now, one thing I did notice is that on this re-release, the molding of the hood is really not very good. Okay, here you can see the hood, and you can see where the padding under the hood, the sound insulation, you can actually see it on the outside of the hood. This would require a lot of sanding and putty work to make this look decent. It's not a good molding at all. Luckily, I had the original molding from the Miami Vice kit, which doesn't have those defects at all. It still has all the original padding under the hood, but on the outside, you don't see it at all, or hardly at all. Just a bad, maybe this was just this particular kit, or if it's all of them, I don't know, but this hood would require a lot of work to make presentable. Luckily, I had this one, which just scuffed it up a little bit, getting it ready for primer. It's going to make life a lot easier. Also, I would advise that you test fit the hood, as, well, in my case, since it is from two separate kits, the hood didn't exactly fit right, so I just had to do a little bit of sanding to correct that. Now it sits exactly where it's supposed to. Alright, now it's time to get it to primer. Next time you see her, she will no longer be red. See you in the next one.